Welcome to the medieval news with Ellen James and Alicia Martin. Over to you, Alicia.
Thank you, Ellen. This precious manuscript of 190 parchment leaves, written mainly in the steady Caroline minuscule, originated in England, perhaps in Hertford. Editions in later hands show that the volume remained in English libraries for at least 5 centuries. The original composition can be dated to around 1145 because it includes a list of 12 popes in the 11th century for Lucius II is followed by a near contemporary note of Eugenius III. The manuscript consists of more than 40 widely varying texts. This list of popes provides the means for the dating of the manuscript. Back to you, Ellen.
The core treatise is the Hippocratic Aphorisms, the trunk from which sprang the theoretical and practical branches of the art of medicine. The theory is represented, albeit sketchily, by anatomy, here primarily the conceptual division of the body. Physiologically is constructed around humours and temperations, nosology with inventory of diseases and their causes. Practical medicine figures more prominently in text and diagnosis, particularly on breeding pulses and urine. Prognosis in Hippocratic tradition, as well as by astrology and division, and therapeutics, with several diagnoses for quick reference treatment, branches out into dietary advice, plasters, and other remedies for afflictions ranging from migraine to snakebite. Magical cures, remarkably few herbals, glossaries of medicinal substances, and tables of weights and measures, and ultimately manual invention by bloodletting surgery. The prologue to Hippocrates Aphorisms. Over to you, Alicia.
Thank you, Ellen. This manuscript vividly documents an intermediate stage of the development of learned medicine. Though it is less exclusively utilitarian than early Latin ontologies or Anglo-Saxon leech books, its theoretical passages barely intimate the growing interest of speculation. Much attention is devoted to the virtues of simples and compounds without the proliferation of substances that characterizes subsequent polypharmacy. The principal sources, including the Aphorisms with the commentary, are translated directly from Greek to Latin. At the same time, writings by Isaac Israeli and Constantine the African presaged from the coming influx of translations from Arabic. The two authors most visible in the collection, Oribasius, 4th centuries, and Alexander Tralles, 6th century, are Byzantines. Their fading reputations were soon to be eclipsed by the authority of Galen, which is still in the background here. Mentions of Constantine, who became Benedictine monk of Monte Cassino, and John Speculaus, the Scalatin, otherwise known, leave no doubt for the southern Italian influences, yet there is no sign of philosophical questions which are being discussed at the school of Salerno. Over to you, Ellen.
4 of the texts corresponds with works with the Salernitane masters were incorporating into a nuclear curriculum later known in universities as Ars Medicina or Articula. Interlinear and magical notes foreshadowed the scholastic methods of gloss and commentary. I just said that. Nevertheless, the volume seems designed for consultation rather than teaching. At the end, hymns with musical notations of miracle stories, the majority texts, however, evoke a practitioner guided by the rather autonomous medical tradition. In fine, the complication typifies both the time of transition from the early to high Middle Ages, and an immediate milieu between the monastic infirmary and faculty of medicine. The manuscripts offered a cornucopia of subjects for further study. The recipe, attributed to Jonas Scarpellus Salutarius, indicates some degree of Salarian influence back in his manuscript. Back to you, Alicia.
Thank you, Ellen. This page, beautifully executed men, but made before the parchment was used. As you can see, a table full of measurements.
English translations of plant names mugwort, wartsmere, red clover, wayward, trefoil, and hegemonia are written beside the Latin text. Several pages of sacred music at the end of the manuscript suggest a monastic province. The hymn Ave Maristella Demeter, Hail Star of the Sea, Mother of God, appears on this page. Thank you and goodbye.